Hello everybody, welcome back to the Quick Take and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. In today's video I'll be going over the news regarding Chelsea's January transfer window plan. Maatsen has a final update and of course the interesting news regarding Victor Osimhen coming out from an interesting source, the agent of Kvaratskhelia. Before I continue, I would like to quickly remind you I am running a giveaway with OwnASaber.com where at 15,000 subscribers you could be in with a chance at winning the King of London lightsaber, the perfect saber for every Chelsea fan. 3 participants will be chosen and all you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel and check the pinned comment down below for more information. And with that, on with the video. So I'm just going to start straight off with the Chelsea January transfer window plan. This is coming in from Nizar Kinsella, reported by Simon Phillips. Chelsea remain in the market for January incomings with a striker, a central defender and left back all being considered. Now I have opinions on all 3. For those of you who haven't watched my left back video, spoiler, I have recommended Chelsea sign Alphonso Davies. I know, Alphonso Davies, he's going to cost 100 million plus, right? No! In fact, he will cost 15 million euros, which is actually not too bad. It's actually less than what we paid for Marc Cucurella, and between you and me, who would you rather have, Marc Cucurella or Alphonso Davies? I think I'd go with Davies. So yeah, that's that. Video is spoiled for those of you who haven't watched it, although it is my most watched video in a while, so hey ho, I'm on the up. I'm on the upswing. I also hit 14,000 subscribers very quickly. Thank you so much for that. That is great. We're now just 1,000 subscribers away from hitting the 15,000 milestone, and I'll be able to send out, hopefully send out the 3 lightsabers for the winners. We also have some news regarding striker targets. Chelsea have sent scouts to watch 25-year-old Greek striker, now bear with me with this, Vangelis Pavlidis, who hopes to leave AS Alkmaar this month. Now, Pavlidis is an interesting one. In 27 games this season, he has 22 goals, 3 assists in 2,400 games. That's in the Eredivisie, the Conference League, and a number of other competitions, which I cannot pronounce because I am stupid. Speaking of pronunciations, I'd like to apologise for yesterday's video with my pronunciation of the word Dybala. I now know it as. It's Dybala, not Dybala. I am very sorry. I'm a silly English man who knows not how to pronounce other people's names. It is Dybala. I deeply apologise. Now, of course, for the striker and central defender, I have been a very big advocate for a certain very tall, lanky, I won't even call him lanky, oh yeah, he is a bit lanky, striker in Benjamin Šeško, who is looking for a move to the Premier League, potentially on loan, with hopefully an option to buy, and that is a deal I plead with Todd Bowley, Bedad Agbali, Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley to investigate in the slightest. I would be very happy if that were to happen, and then obviously go for Osimhen come the summer, which I do have an update for in just a minute. And then obviously the centre back, central defender. We've been linked to, I think, 3 different centre backs this window so far. We've had Ousmane Diamonde, we've had Jean-Claude Todibo, and of course Antonio Silva, who we actually did put a bid in for. I think it was something in the region of 50 million euros plus Armando Broja. They said no, we want the release clause or nothing, which is 100 million euros. Is he a 100 million euro player? I think so, but we do have financial FFP potentially looming in the future, so we do need to be a bit more careful with how we are spending money. However, we do have some outgoings which may help us with FFP in the future. Maatsen to Borussia Dortmund, here we go. Verbal agreement in place between BFB, Borussia Dortmund, and Chelsea on loan with salary covered. Maatsen will travel on Tuesday, then medical, I don't know why it said it like that, then medical booked on Wednesday. Matson accepted BVB days ago, deal done. And then we had a further update, exclusive. Maatsen signs new deal at Chelsea, valid until 2027, 2-year extension on his previous contract. And it will include a release clause. The clause will be valid starting the summer of 2024, of course, when his loan at BVB ends. Matson will fly to Dortmund tonight to join BVB on loan. Medical tomorrow as revealed. Now this looks like a stroke of genius from Chelsea, of course. At Dortmund, you'd expect him to get far more playing time. You'd expect him to perform at a higher level than he has done so far in the Premier League, which would of course raise his price. And so whatever the release clause will be, whether it's 25 million euros, 30 million euros, 100 million euros. No, maybe we can get 36, 37 million euros. I don't know. Depends how well he does in the Bundesliga, but I would expect him to do very well, and I wish him all the best over in Germany. But that brings us on to our final news story of the day, and it's quite a strange one. Kuvica Kvaratskhelia, yes, I can pronounce his name, kind of. I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Agent Mamuku Jugeli. Osimhen signed a new contract, but do you really think he will spend his entire career at Napoli? Of course not. I can already tell you he will go to Saudi Arabia next summer. Now, of course, he did, I think, if I remember this correctly, he did reject a move to the Saudi Arabian League in the summer window, and with a number of players reportedly very upset, or at least wanting to return to their native leagues where they came from before moving to the Saudi League, maybe a move to the Saudi Arabian League isn't as prosperous in the eyes of Victor Osimhen, but we have more here. Napoli have raised his salary, but Kuvica would not accept such a transfer even for 1 billion. That would be a transfer to the Saudi Arabian League. He'd rather play for Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, or Manchester City. Kvaratskhelia has different targets and preferences. Now, of course, there's a photo of him pictured in a Chelsea shirt when he is a youngster. That doesn't necessarily mean he wants to play for Chelsea. Of course, many players grew up watching Chelsea Football Club back when they were growing up. Chelsea were on the upswing. Jose Mourinho coming through, obviously the Roman Abramovich money coming in, lots of trophies, lots of FA Cups, league titles, obviously 2012 Champions League. That's what they were brought up on, that's what they saw on the television. And obviously when they want to be footballers, all they're doing is obsessing over football. They would have seen Chelsea being this great team in England, the best team basically in the league, or one of the best teams in the league for the past 2 decades. That's all they've known so. But it does appear that Kuvica Kvaratskhelia has his eyes set on either a move to Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, or Manchester City. But that does not concern us, for we are not in for Kuvica Kvaratskhelia. No, we are in for Victor Osimhen, who would be a deal done maybe this January. We have spoken, of course, about potentially agreeing a deal for Osimhen to join in the summer, and I hope that does come through. There was a £140 million cash injection, as I think Todd Bowley bought 1,000 worth of stakes in Chelsea Football Club, something along those lines, for a cash injection. A lot of people think that may be to do with the Victor Osimhen deal. However, in my opinion, I think it's more down to the deals we agreed in the January transfer window last season. Of course, the deals that we would have to pay amortization for, of course, Enzo, Mudryk, Gusto, and then in the summer, Caicedo. Players like this, we did agree hefty deals, and if we're not going to qualify for Europe, that money will help us in the long run when paying off these deals. It keeps us afloat for another few, maybe a season or two, without really having to worry about selling big players, having to deal with that kind of nonsense, because no one wants to deal with that. But that about wraps up today's video. Again, just a quick news video. Chelsea face Middlesbrough today in the EFL Cup, a chance to move into the final. My prediction for that game, although this video will probably come out either during the game or after the game, my prediction would probably be 3-1 Chelsea. We will make it look like a dog's dinner in the first half, similarly to what we did in the previous game. However, I do think we will rally again in the second half. It does seem that a lot of these players do need that reminder at the half-time whistle from the manager as to how to kick into gear when playing against lower league opposition. But that about wraps it up. Again, if you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. I've been the Quick Take, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.